Well, hello there. I think it's time to answer your questions.
So last week I posted a video, a little Q&A if anybody had questions. You asked away, and now it's time for me to answer them. So if you guys want to ask other questions, I'll do another Q&A in a week or two. Just ask your questions below, and if there's a bunch of questions, I'll do another video. Otherwise, I'll just respond to you and answer your questions. But the first question up, and if I miss anybody's questions, I'm really sorry. I'm just going through the comments on here. Sometimes YouTube's weird. So the first one is from my buddy, hey, Sam Coulson. What's up, dude? He says, top 5 favorite guitarists. So off the top of my head, I haven't read any of these questions yet. Off the top of my head, it would have to be Eddie Van Halen, number 1. 2, probably Paul Gilbert, Nuno Bettencourt, Eric Johnson, Richie Kotzen. I mean, that's really tough. 5? I can only have 5? That's just off the top of my head. 1 is no matter what, Eddie Van Halen. So, man, this chair's extra loud today. Now, the next one is from Sitars. Man, you know I can't say this. You know, I'll put the names up on the video. It says, how did you get started playing guitar, and what is the best way to learn? Self-taught or lessons? I started playing guitar. Actually, I posted a video that I will link right here, the whole how did you start playing guitar video. But long story short, my dad put on a Van Halen CD, and I was like, what is that sound? And I was hooked from that day on. But like I said, click on the link if you want to kind of hear the full story. But me, obviously, it's going to sound kind of biased because I'm a teacher, but I really think there's 2 advantages to both. Lessons, to me, can put you on the fast track to playing guitar. A teacher can show you what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And self-taught can sometimes build a little bit more originality. You might think differently than someone who's been taught by someone else. So it's just kind of like, you know, there's not really a better way. It's just learn whatever way you can if you can afford lessons and stuff like that. I highly recommend them. I took lessons for 2 years. So that's where I learned a lot of theory and all that stuff. So the next one is 11111 guitar dude 11111. And it says,
what would you be doing with your life if you had never learned to play guitar?
I don't know. Be sad. I know that much. I'd be very, very sad. So I'd probably still be working at Sam's Club or something like that in marketing, which I really did not like that job. So it is kind of scary to think, what if I didn't play guitar? Oof. I wouldn't like it. So I know that much. Let's see. Gary Keller says, first hello from Snydersville, Ohio. Oh, hey! AKA Critterville. I know where Snydersville is. Ohio is a... Oh, wait, I have a few questions. 1, what Charvel logo style do you like best? Toothpaste version or the one they use now? I like the one that they're using now. My favorite was the one on the old Charvels. It's similar to the one, but I like just the way the Charvel was written and stuff on it. So they're practically the same thing, but definitely the one they're using now with the guitar logo. Although I like the toothpaste logo a lot. Let's see. 2, I'm trying to find it. Sorry, I lost my track. Fast track, 2 middle. I'm all lost. Oh, I'm so confused. Or the one they use now. Okay, playing to put a DiMarzio Super 3 bridge, DiMarzio True Velvet, or Fast Track in the middle, and a DiMarzio Humbucker from Herc in the neck. What would your best... Oh, MB... Well, what would be best and sound best? Coil split or coil tap humbuckers? I'm not real sure because I'm not real familiar with those pickups at all. I have Duncans in most of my stuff. I have DiMarzios in the Charvel that came in it, but I know Sam Coulson, he did the whole, took a Charvel and put in the, his is an HSS now, I believe, unless he's changed it again. But yeah, I'm not real sure. I'm not familiar with those pickups at all. I don't know much about DiMarzios, unfortunately. Mark Bartle says, I'm dying to know who you are collaborating with. I can't say. I did just add, there's 2 more people, so it's like 5 different people. One of them's like a group of people. I can probably go ahead and say who that is. Well, we're talking, so maybe I shouldn't say, but that's nothing like officially set in stone yet. I mean, it's kind of set in stone, but not officially set in stone. Y'all know what I'm saying. Enric, I know I said your name wrong. I know I said your name wrong again. It says, if you wanted to be a metal rock band, what scales would you recommend memorizing? Rock, definitely, well actually, metal, you want to learn your pentatonic scales, your natural minor, Aeolian, Ionian, all that stuff. And then, you can definitely get into like harmonic minor, Hungarian minor, your Phrygian mode, dominant Phrygian. All those would definitely be good ones to learn. So Jam Search. Okay, there's a bunch of questions. As soon as I saw the read more button, I was like, uh-oh. So Jam Search says, is there a song or solo that you wrote that you are most proud of? Is there a link you can, so we can hear that you perform it? Yeah, actually, it's the most recent song. I think it's my favorite solo I've ever written. You can click right here. It's in the Volante Guitars demo. There's actually going to be a lesson pack that I'm putting out on how to play the solo, the rhythms. It's going to be tabbed out. You'll get the backing track, all that stuff, and it's going to, I'm going to explain kind of my thought process through the whole thing. So, kind of just had everything I like in a solo: melody, some flash to make it interesting, and just some riffs to kind of back it up. So let's see. And he says, is there a certain sound that you seek, such as Van Halen's Brown sound? And how would you describe in words? What sound is your favorite? Definitely, a lot of my tone is based off of, the Eddie kind of like Brown sound, especially off that first Van Halen album. I mean, he's always had great tone. When you got into like the Van Hagar 5150, OU812, all that stuff, his tone changed a lot. I still liked it, but it's not that raw kind of Van Halen tone that I think of. But that's definitely that beefy, but it really cuts, and the mix and all that stuff. That's the kind of tone that I like, of course, drenched with reverb and some delay, but that's just how it goes. And then he says, what is your favorite album that you have in your music collection? Album, so I'm just going to assume you actually mean album, not like CDs, but the album definitely has to be the 1984. So I have all the original Van Halen albums. I have, Van Halen 1, Women and Children First, Fair Warning, Van Halen 2, Diver Down, 1984. Am I forgetting one? I think there's only 7. But yeah, so I have all of those. But the 1984 is my favorite because that's the album that made me want to learn to play guitar. It's so cool to put on Hot for Teacher on an actual record player and just hear how unmixed it is. Just really loud, thunderous drums, and Eddie's guitar is super loud. This comes in. It's just so cool. What is your... Oh, wait, sorry. And then he also says, do you have a favorite guitar performance YouTube video that you are inspired and love to watch? Yeah, it's... I'll put a link for it right here. It's a Rick Graham video. It's his Intense Guitar Techniques. I know he's playing his Ibanez, that Texas Special, and it's just him just going crazy. And I think Guitar Interactive Studios, maybe? I'm not... Or maybe it's Lick Library, I can't remember, but... I just saw that and I'm like, wow, I still like aspire, because it's musical, but it's impressive. Anybody who watches Rick Graham's technique is just stupid good. I said, sorry if I asked too many questions, but I'm really curious. No, ask as many questions as you want. And it says, do I have a favorite blues guitarist, and who is it? I have a few different blues guitarists. So, the blues is all about emotion, feel. Example, Gary Moore. So I'd say Gary Moore. I really think Joe Bonamassa is a killer blues guitar player. It's just like modernized. Stevie Ray Vaughan. That's who I stole every single blues lick I know. It's from Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then he says, what do you think about theory that would be a great guitarist? You have well-rounded knowledge of blues and convey music. Yeah, I think to be to convey a lot of different things to people, you really want to listen to a lot of different styles of music, Don't be afraid to listen to R&B, You know, all of that stuff, it's all important. You know, even, like, I did the whole, like, how to write a pop song, like, making fun of pop music. But, if there's anything to get from pop music, it's the melodic, you know, value. You know, that melody gets stuck in your head. So, just listen to everything.